him here in the Dire jungle. I like this. But now they have to effectively zone the Axe and defend their jungle. If Axe figures this out, he can always just go into the enemy jungle. Ricky will get the bounty room, but it could well cost him his life.
He's going in. He's going to get just triple surrounded. That is just a Ricky sandwich that he cannot escape from. So first blood goes the way of s1.Lykos. Again, support Ricky, not the most potent hero on the map. It's not like you got down the mid laner right before level 6. So he should...
Same. So if you're not fighting, if you're not using all those spells, it can be tough.
Looks like we are going to have some more action going down. As Ninja Boogie coming back in. The Earth Spike to follow up, though. They're going to switch this one around. There's a Hex here on the Shadow Demon. He's going to get a Shallow Graved up by his own Dazzle. They bring this Slardar looking for a Crush. They should be able to get the kill onto the Ricky. They are able to do so, but Shadow Demon gives his life. They're able to go in with the call. One more Crush means Axe is going to be going down as well. Invoker just walking in. One hit, one kill, and that's going to be 1 for 2 trade. You'll drop your Shadow Demon for the Axe any day.
Yeah, 2 for 1 is 2 for 2, I guess, right? Yep, both teams losing a support. Yeah, they all see from them rotating, and then they don't get the kill on you. When you don't have a TP and you're farming that deep, it's kind of like, well, he made the best out of a situation where he was guaranteed dead.
He wants to go for this. He jumped deep onto the Timber Saw, but it's going to pay with his life. Raging Potato.
Nice crush.
Got really ambitious right there. The crush to follow up from this Slardar meant he couldn't sit back away.
Yeah, perfectly timed. I think in that scenario, like, anytime you have one of those phase setups into stun, the mechanic is different for every spell in terms of who has the cast point. Some heroes will have almost a guaranteed, like Storm can always zip out of that, or he'll almost always get stunned. And I think that's one, as long as the Slardar pre-casts a little bit and doesn't mess up the timing, Storm will almost always get caught.
Zip in. Timber Chain off the mark there. The Chakra will be enough to get the job done, but...
That sucks. The tree, I think the Lion ate that tree to heal up right as he was running. That's what it looked like. That's actually kind of cool when that happens. Juke got the Timber Chain, but not enough. And now they're going to push this tier 1 tower down bottom. Lykos are looking good here, Annie. They've got a pretty small edge, but they're about to get their second tower, and they're putting a lot of pressure on. The
Curse of the Drow Ranger may reign supreme here. All right, going back in, looking for the tower to Naya, but that's a disrupt. They pop out the Sentry Ward as well. This is a Ninja Boogie just getting dropped.
This is one way to deal with a Ricky. They are prepared with these Sentry Wards every time. If he gets caught by the disruption and they've got a Sentry, he's just dead. I mean, that's the 3rd time now we've seen that setup. Speaking of dead, Shadow Demon, you might get left behind here. But Dazzle nearby with the Grave, not going to work against the Axe.
Yeah, Axe is pretty decent at going up against that Grave. Obviously, the Culling Blade just chunking right through that. So Dazzle, he has no points in the poison.
If you can get away with a start like this and then transition early, it can be very devastating. You kind of get the best of all worlds. Mid lane, though.
Yeah, they're ready to go down here. They get the Smoke Cloud out. Slardar doing the best he can. Gets the nice Crush off. They're disrupting to follow up. They do have that Battle Hunger going down, so Slardar's going to be in some serious trouble using the Armlet Toggle in the back lines. Dazzle's able to get down the Ricky, but Storm Spirit, he brings in a double damage rune now. This could get ugly, as we are going to have a 1v1 up top while this is all going down. Hopping into the Ancient Pit. Timbersaw getting Slardar so low. Look at what he gets away with. They are able to drag down, keep the Slardar alive. Meanwhile, you've got one hit away. Karl will end up dropping down near the top rune. Uses the last bit of Potato's mana, but... either way, that's going to be a nice kill. Now, focus back towards the mid lane. There's fights all over the place as this tier 2 tower will once again get pushed.
Yeah, I really think it's a good call. It's a game where they're putting on a lot of pressure, but he's also getting space to farm, and I think it's good to go for an item that will allow him to keep up this momentum.
Invoker the go, and Axe misses the call, able to get the Battle Hunger, but there's an immediate turnaround. They get the EMP Tornado going back in. They drop the Finger of Death. There should be a kill on the Invoker to have it under the tier 2. Dazzle not able to get there in time to pop the Grave.
That was pretty close. I mean, Axe probably would have been able to call through it, but the EMP did come out. Would have been a close call. Storm may get left behind here, and he does. Can't zip too far with that TP, and they catch him. Timbersaw getting credit for that one. Very nice.
It's mid for mid, but Storm Spirit has that completed Bloodstone. Bring it down to 8 charges, but that respawn is super speedy.
That's way worse. And some split push happening from Jules. Might get a tier 2 tower.
He walks under the Sentry Ward. He goes for the blink in, gets the Tricks of the Trades off. Is there going to be anyone else to hop into the pit on the back lines? You bring out Ninja Boogie, goes in. Nice silence. He gets the snatch. He gets it. This is going to be huge here. There's going to be dunks coming every which way. Earth Spikes coming in. Finger of Death onto the Shadow Demon. They may end up losing the Axe here. There's going to be that Shallow Grave coming in. He can't dunk through it. He doesn't have the dunk available. Raging Potato has to sit back and take it. So eventually they will get down a couple of heroes. But Ninja Boogie's still alive, respawning after a second life. That's going to be worthwhile for Mineski.
Definitely worthwhile, but still not bad for s1.Lykos. Cast almost gets hit by the Chakra, but falls a little bit short. Radiant still get the last hit on Roche, and they clear out the Aegis, so good here. Ricky's going to have a silence, but never mind. Drow joins the party. She's got a silence. Shallow Grave. Maybe a little premature there from Dazzle, but hey, better safe than sorry. Ricky, caught by the Tornado.
Goes into the tricks of the trade, but there is not much escaping from this. Dazzle doing what he can, but oh golly, that is a dead Ricky. They're looking for the Timber Saw as well. They do just... Okay. Poor Lion.
The push continues.
Going back in. Timbersaw's found himself 18 Bloodstone charges, so definitely outdoing the Storm there with 6. And Storm walking invis on through. Just kind of strolling around, got decent mana, but obviously the regen not so fantastic in the back lines. You've got Timbersaw leaping on through. Over here in the bot lane, you've got Axe trying to get some farm up, but they're going to have to start defending their high ground pretty soon.
Yeah, Drow's going to have to come to fight. She's farming very well. She's split pushing effectively, but s1.Lykos, no, they're on a timer, and they want to make this one happen.
Oh my, it's looking really unfortunate there as Dazzle gets dropped immediately. So far successful hold, but look at Invoker go. That's going to be him getting a kill onto the Axe. Drow Ranger brings in the Gust though. Maybe the Timbersaw's in some trouble there, but again, the reactive armor is so huge. He's going to take himself invised up. There will be that Sentry Ward coming back out. Oh man.
Again on the boogie, but this time he might live.
They go in, they bring in the call actually. That's going to be a tornado up EMP, going to burn away some serious mana. Potato able to dodge away from a little bit of that. There will be the Purge coming out onto the Axe. He wants to get away. He's got no mana, but his health is still nice and chunky. They do bring in the disruption to try to help him out a little bit, but the call right on through. They are able to get the kill onto the demon. They're looking for more here. Slither away. They bring down the Axe in the back lines. Finger of Death means that Slardar gets dropped. And Raging Potato does have to scurry away. He's very low health. Bloodstone not going to do a whole lot for him. Timber Chain coming back on in. Timbersaw still wants to fight this Drow Ranger. Well, she's scary, but apparently not that scary. They're able to hold out against her. Lykos, they may have made a bit of a mistake here. They do bring in the EMP, burning off some decent mana. Jules will end up dropping. They get the tornado onto the Ricky. His corpse hits the ground. And now Storm Spirit, he's still in this. Cast is going to try to drain as much mana as possible, but decides he has to just abandon the rest of his team. He's the lone survivor as Storm commits the suicide. And, well, can they actually get a full wipe here? Cast is going to be taking a negative earn charge, and he's going to get cold snapped up. This is not looking so hot for the Lion here. Back to hell he goes. It's going to be a full wipe. Lykos dropped their Slardar, but they get 5 in return.
That situation, I think that's a pretty easy suicide. Storm Spirit had the right idea. That takes him now down to 6 charges, and the Timbersaw down to 15. He had a lot before that death, and that was why he responds so fast. EMP, so effective here. Oh, God. That was really the Cold Snap, actually, that locked. You see how good Cold Snap is against Storm in situations like that.
Yeah, man. This is going to be pretty fantastic. Sitting back, he's got those points in Joker. All right, he's going in. He's putting some footsteps on the ground.
They should know he's here.
I mean, they definitely know he's here. The problem is, can they actually catch him? There's going to be the Evoker dropping the tornado. It's not going to be successful. The EMP comes out, not connecting onto anyone. As now the Dire get a free pass out. They look over the Hex. They do get that Hex. Oh, man. Finger of Death dropped on the Slardar. Do they have the Cull? They do. Can they actually get Slardar low enough for Axe to go back in? Looks like he wants to get this job done. He will be able to swing that blade and chunk down that unfortunate fish boy.
That was sad for Slardar. He actually did make it to the other side of the ravine, and then the pathing had him go. He seemed too concerned about pushing. Like, they've done some split in the top lane when Drow was, while the Drow was pushing while the team was fighting. But
smoke, immediate pop. They get the dust off. Ricky's the one actually popping the dust. There will be a crush coming in. They get the stun with the Ricky. They are going to bring in everything here. Karl holding off on his spells for now. There will be a culling blade to knock down that Dazzle. They do get the pull onto the Slardar. Going to get disrupted up by his own Shadow Demon to help him out, bring in those illusions. They are going to have the Earth Spike coming in from the Lion to stop Timbersaw in his tracks. They're looking for more chase. 4-staff back in. They get the crush here. Nice kill onto Cast. It's small, but it's something. They are able to take out both supports. So trading 1 for 2, always going to benefit Lykos in this position.
oh yeah, now thinking about Roshan perhaps. Drow doing a little bit of split with the illusions, getting that tier 3 tower ever so low. But still a good fight for Lykos. A super clutch silence from Ricky to start that one off. That secured an easy kill on the Dazzle. I think they could have disrupted him and maybe reset that fight a little bit, but Ricky just completely turned the tides at the very beginning. Very well done.
Storm Spear picks up that haste rune, but that cold snap, man, that is the bane of his existence. It just cuts right through him like a knife. Now there's going to be a zip in. Storm Spirit wants to go for more. We'll get the lockdown onto the demon. That little position 5 is going to be worth a couple of pennies there. 400 gold going straight to the Storm. And he's going to pick himself up a BKB pretty shortly.
Oh, Karl wanted it, but he was silenced for so long. Each other, the two off laners, Slardar and Axe, very comparable. Lotus Orb up on Timber. Interesting.
That's pretty common now. They're going to go in. They will get the zip off. Oh, man. Can they lock down the Ricky with just AoE? He goes with the tricks of trade. The Crimson Guard going to do some work, but Raging Potato is still up, still fighting. Does a lot of damage there. Oh, okay, that's a nice little blink strike from the Ricky after the Finger of Death to get the kill. And they're looking for Timbersaw here. He's going to force himself down to the low ground, able to get across the river. Axe not able to follow suit. Will go with that blink. They do get the stun up onto the Shadow Demon. He's alive for now, but will just get chopped right back down as soon as Axe is done with his trip to the Netherworld. And that's going to be Raging Potato trying to zip out of there. Look at him. He's just trying to go. but he's going to get burned down. All his health, all his mana just chunked away. Able to hop up to the high ground. They get the dust here onto the Invoker. Are they able to follow up? Ricky just YOLOing in there, and they are able to get the kill there. Nice work, Jules. Going back on in. Somehow Raging Potato still alive. They get the gust here. Timbersaw, he's going for something. He's got the Lotus Orb. Come back on in. There will be a Hex onto that Timber, but unfortunately Lion pays the ultimate price. Jules to try to 1v1 this, but those reactive armor stacks, they are so potent. They bring in that Blink Strike, but the Timber Chain away, along with the Crimson Guard, should be enough to let him escape with his life.
Yeah, they actually can't kill this guy. It's sort of insane how big the Timbersaw is. He might be the one saving grace for S1.Lykos right now. I feel like we are...
For series number 1, and the third game's been like 80+ minutes. We'll see if that's going to come to fruition here as the Axe is going to blink in, trying to get a call here onto the Demon. They drop the Finger of Death. He's going to be Glimmer Caved up, but they have the vision. They're going back in. They want to focus down the Slardar here. He's got the Crimson Guard. It's a hard ask. The Sunstrike comes in, doing some serious damage to Axe. Able to get the Culling Blade off. They will be able to take out the Shadow Demon. They're looking for more here as Timbersaw able to Timber Chain away. Do they have the catch? They go in. They get the zip. Dazzle going to get chopped down once again. It's just going to be the Timbersaw and the Invoker left to do a man's work. Can they actually get the job done? Well, that's a good start there. Double kill coming out as two heroes, or rather one hero drops. The rest are able to blink away. We're looking for the Ricky. He's going to be the second to go down. So it's going to be overall a 3 for 2. And that's still going to favor Mineski.
A decent fight for Mineski, but they were definitely hoping for more than that. Carriers on Lykos. But the shorter cooldown is huge. Orchid has a 16-second cooldown. Bloodthorn is 11, so you can spam out that silence a bit more often as we see a smoke-on-smoke rotation.
Smoke-on-smoke action, my favorite kind. They're going to go in. They're trying to lock down the Dazzle right away. They're getting a big smoke cloud off. That's going to be a great start to the fight. They go in the Finger of Death to do so much damage here. You've got Lykos on the back line just getting killed off. Gems on the deck. They're looking for more Shadow Demon. Not going to survive this one. Triple kill for Axe. That Culling Blade feels so good. And now the Zip In from the Storm going all the way in. They want to get more here. Earth Spike connects. They got the silence here onto the Slardar. There is going to be some nice damage coming out from the Timbersaw, but oh my gosh, it's not enough. They are able to go through. The Storm Spirit is going to come back to life very shortly there. They got the Drain going down as, okay, the Timbersaw may once again drop right to the deck. They may lose the Ricky in exchange, but he's still alive. It's going to be everyone but the Invoker down, and that's going to be Timbersaw. Was Timbersaw dead twice in that fight?
No, I think he only died once.
Well,
I think he was able to just make it out. Sunstrike connects. We'll finish off Axe. That's cute. But in the end, it is not going to be enough. The push is coming. Drow Ranger is finally online. She's got the Daedalus now, so double crit. The Bloodthorn still effective enough to kill the Timbersaw there at the end. He will respawn very quickly. They're not going to go high ground. Instead, they ping the tier 2 tower mid. Looks like Timbersaw is lagging. He's just standing there right now. I'm all good.
All right, so we've got everyone sitting around. Ricky finally starting that transition into that semi-carry, going for the Fuse. They get the Hex here. Oh, this is going to be huge here. They get that Bloodthorn off. The BKB from the Storm. They unload the Finger of Death as well. The Blink back out. The Crush from the Starter only connects onto the Axe. Not even a problem at all. The Weave from the Dazzle just to stall up the rest of the fight. But Mineski are just handling Lykos right now.
Manhandling at that. Axe now with a Lotus.
Look at what s1.Lykos can do, like what room they have to grow. Timbersaw's got himself 1,500 gold. He still needs a little bit more for buyback, but after that, I mean, Shiva's Guard, Sheepstick, what's he looking at?
Uh-oh, hold on. Dazzle. Again, the Bedazzler.
Why is he there?
I think he was warding, maybe attempting to ward.
Why was he there alone?
I think he was attempting to ward up here, but yeah, that backfired. They already had it covered, and they were farming there, so... This is where things get scary. Mineski are just farming in enemy territory. Right now, s1.Lykos just have nowhere to farm.
Oh, they go in. They will get the vision here onto Ricky, so... Oh, it's something. All right, Tornado means his corpse hits the deck, and that's going to be a gem back in favor of the Timbersaw. That's something. Yeah, that's a little bit to work with. Meanwhile, down bottom, Drow Ranger split pushing, though.
Yeah, it looks like they won't be able to make it to the high ground and do much damage, but that is a nice pick on Lykos. Not even going to be able to... Why do I keep saying Lykos? s1.Lykos not even going to be able to move out. Storm gets the Aegis, and she's going the way of the Axe.
Dude, too many 4 Locos. You got to calm it down. All right, Storm with a deep zip in, just blast down everyone. Dazzle, no chance at life here. Going to get called up by the Axe. Another kill going to be coming down as the blade swings true. Royalty next on the menu. Earthspike connects. This may just be GG as everyone's getting dropped. Drow Ranger.
Game was good.
It's not done yet, Andrew.
Game was good.
It's not done.
There's 2 heroes, no buyback. They can maybe hold that s1.Lykos win this game.
17.
17, a good number. Raging Potato caught in the mid. There's the Hex. Oh, they might be able to find the Storm. Nope, zips out with 50 HP.
He's still back in. He's still playing around. He's just messing around there. The Aegis popped out. The Shadow Demon does end up falling. BKB running through on the Slardar. Do they have the catch to go back on it? Axe has that blink now up, but Storm Spirit just dropping him like it's hot. And that's going to be a dead Ricky looking for the dead Dazzle as well. He goes, he uses up whatever regen he's got. Man, this Storm Spirit's on a roll. There's gems on deck. He doesn't even care. The Mjolnir doing its work. Storm Spirit able to go through, pick up the Gem of True Sight. Now 25 Bloodstone charges at him. They get the call here on the backlands onto the Tipper Saw. They want to get something done here, but he's just going to get drained down. And Raging Potato, he's still up. He's going to get hexed, but there's double hexes coming out as Invoker manages to sheep himself, and that's going to be a dead Invoker there. Buyback on him. Will it come out, or will they just say, good game, well played, as Storm goes godlike?
GG. Mineski take the series, moving on. They have Execration awaiting them in the round of 4 in the upper bracket. S1.Lykos, well, they've got another match ahead. Orange Tarring waiting for them. That match going to be coming up next right here on twitch.tv/moonducktv.